Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. I've been doing a little bit of spring cleaning here in the top of the Lucky 38. I put all the gold bars in this wardrobe. I have 2 weapons trunks filled with nothing but weapons. Here's a wardrobe with all the outfits. Here's a wardrobe with miscellaneous stuff. Nothing in here. In here I keep all the alcohol and general drinks. And here I keep general food stuff. So yeah, just been doing a little bit of tidying up, making sure that this place is fit for a courier. Somehow, for whatever reason, I didn't grab this snow globe. And there's also a snow globe here in the Hoover Dam. And if you get all of them, you get the achievement Globetrotter. Now, before I was so rudely interrupted by Father Elijah and the whole of the Dead Money DLC, we were supposed to recruit the boomers. And I think I've helped them out enough that they'll want to join with me.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
There may be a battle in the near future at Hoover Dam. Can you offer any assistance?
Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us.
Not really going to schedule a date or anything, just, oh, it looks like there's a particular amount of shooting at Hoover Dam, better go drop bombs randomly. Can still neutralize them though after gaining their help, that's kind of funny. Here we go. Alright, I think I need to actually hand it over to the robot.
Suddenly I feel all tingly, and I find I've got a rocket launcher.
You look different somehow. Did you cut your hair?
How sweet of you to notice, Sugar. I've been upgraded to the Mark II software, and it's peachy having these high explosive weapons fully accessible.
Got some snow globes for Mr. House's collection.
You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
Any progress with the boomers?
I've secured their loyalty. They'll do as I say.
Well done. The boomers' firepower may prove an advantage when the battle for Hoover Dam comes around. Your next assignment would have been to investigate the Omertas, but you managed to foil their scheme before I could put you to the task. I should compensate you as though it were an official assignment, however. Wouldn't want to disincentivize your proactivity.
It's a good thing we stopped the Omertas in time.
Indeed. Moving on. Your next assignment is to locate and destroy remnants of the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. The NCR nearly did the job at Helios 1 a few years ago, but there seem to have been survivors, unfortunately. Given the Brotherhood's fanatical views on technology, they can be counted on to oppose my regime. Please, put them out of my misery.
Any possibility of a diplomatic solution?
We're talking about a coterie of bulging-eyed fanatics who think all pre-war technology belongs to them. They'll never accept my using an army of robots to defend New Vegas. While it's a fight I can win, I'd rather sidestep it altogether.
The Brotherhood is holed up in Hidden Valley.
You're absolutely right. You must have had run-ins with them, as have I. Since 2278, I've lost 5 roaming Securitrons near Hidden Valley. I didn't receive any clear video of the incident, but telemetry from the units destroyed indicates they were attacked with energy weapons. It's obvious that the Brotherhood has a base in Hidden Valley or thereabouts. Finding it won't be easy, but getting inside will be the real trick.
Any recommendations on how to complete the mission?
From time to time, the NCR has assaulted Brotherhood bunkers. In 4 of the 6 incidents I know of, the bunkers self-destructed. I surmise it's standard practice for the Brotherhood to install a self-destruct system. It's consistent with their uncompromising nature. You might use that against them, or kill them another way. It's up to you. Return when it's done.
Have a nice day.
Oh well, Kaiser doesn't like me. What a big baby. Oh, and the NCR big babies too? Come on. Anyways, here's all the snow globes. Find this one in Nellis. Find this one in the Lucky 38. You can find this one in the Vault in New Vegas. Find this one in the Good Spring Cemetery, the Old Mormon Fort in Freeside, Hoover Dam, and in Jacobstown. All things considered, Kaiser's Legion shouldn't even know I was responsible for whatever I've ruined for them. One of the removed things from New Vegas, due either to time or limited resources, or it just doesn't jive well with the story, was actually the ability to form a peaceful coexistence between House and the Brotherhood of Steel. I think we've already done everything we could for the Brotherhood of Steel, so I don't have any real... Do you mind? Trying to do a commentary here, dude. Oh my god. Here. Who's he shooting at? One good thing about being out of the DLC is I now have film. What I was saying is that you used to be able to form a compromise between House and the Brotherhood of Steel. Though that doesn't really make much sense, as House pointed out, the Brotherhood of Steel are all paranoid technology hoarders who, shun the outside world and want to keep all the good tech to themselves. I have no idea why Bethesda has such a massive fucking boner for those guys. He and his plans can wait. At least I have my camera. Can take pictures again, which is nice. But I should probably equip something that would actually help me defend myself. You never know what dangers lurk in the Mojave. Unless you've played this game before, in which case you probably have a very good idea of what dangers lurk in the Mojave. Sun's starting to set. Shovel. Trying to remember where I can get one.
They say those robots on the strip are running around with different faces or something. Don't ask me, because I don't know.
You looking for trouble, bud? I got plenty to spare, so watch your ass around me.
Unwarranted hostility and general agitation? How long have you been a psycho addict?
Hey, fuck you! I didn't say nothing about using psycho!
I see you're wearing a Pip-Boy and Vault suit.
Nice job, Eagle Eye. Of course I got a pit boy and a vault suit. So what?
Where'd you get the Vault suit?
Where the fuck you think? Vault 22. That's where I grew up.
You're lying. I've been to Vault 22. No one's lived in there for 150 years.
Oh, you've been to Vault 22, huh? I may have been exaggerating a little. Truth is, I got the suit and the pit boy off a dead prospector who came out from Zion. Guy was dead when I found him, okay? Had a ton of shit on him. That's how I know there's good loot in Zion, see?
What do you use your Pip-Boy for?
Sorry. The shit I do with it is so far over your head, be wasting my time to put it in words you could understand. Basically, it makes me badass. More badass, I mean. It's totally mind-blowing shit. It ain't just some bracelet. Know what I mean? Jed says it's got maps and shit like that. So that's how I'm gonna guide this caravan where it needs to go. Not that I didn't know all that already.
Did you notice I'm wearing a Pip-Boy too?
Huh? Of course I noticed. First thing I noticed about you. Me? I'm so used to wearing mine, it's just normal. Don't think you're someone special just because you got one.
We're like the 2 NPCs in the game that have a Pip-Boy. In fact, it's actually kind of funny how few people have it. Your Pip-Boy isn't working. The screen's locked up and the reboot button is missing.
Bullshit! Ain't nothing wrong with my pit boy. I mean, Pip-Boy. Look, this is a sweet gig for me. Don't go fucking it up. What are you after anyways?
Carry some of my gear and I'll keep my mouth shut.
I travel light on purpose, okay? But fine, I'll tell Jet I'm carrying less so you can carry more. What an asshole.
Do you do anything around here besides talk too much?
You want to know what I do, bud? Anything I fucking want. I'm one of a kind. I've been places, see? And done things. Lots of them. And when it's time to kill shit up, hell yeah, I'm a fucking storm of death. Something or someone make the mistake of crossing Ricky, I'll fucking dead-eye him, her, or it. In fact, that's my nickname. Dead-Eye Ricky. That's my name.
Deadeye, huh? How'd you get that nickname?
How you think? I shoot things in the eye. That's how good I am. Yeah, I'm that good. Why, once I got jumped by 3 death jaws. Except, actually, it was 4 of them. Imagine that. But I didn't panic. Because I never panic. What I did was become a storm of death. Shot every one of them monsters pop in the eye.
Death Jaws, huh? Did you mean to say Death Claws?
No, you heard me right. Death jaws. They're like death claws, but bigger teeth. Or there was the time one of them Steel Brotherhood assholes made the mistake of messing with me. Last mistake he ever made.
You're saying that you killed a Brotherhood of Steel paladin?
What's it sound like I'm saying? If I was saying what you said I was saying, then yeah, I said it. I was walking along, minding my own, and up pops one of them Brotherhoods. He yells, "Hand over that laser rifle, asshole!" So I hand it over, just to make him think I'm scared. But really I'm not. I never am. Before he knows what hit him, I draw my 11mm machine gun and bam, bam, right through the eye slit in his helmet. DOA.
Too bad there's no such thing as an 11mm submachine gun.
There so is. Or was it 9mm? Or a 10? I don't know. Don't care. Said I was good at killing shit up. Never said I was good with numbers.
Do you have any other special skills or abilities?
Well, I grew up near Dayglow out west, so yeah. I grew a third nut that glows in the dark.
How much psycho you got stashed away? If you run out on trail, the withdrawal's not gonna be pleasant.
God damn it! I didn't say nothing about using psycho. But, just talking hypno-theoretically here. Got any suggestions?
Yeah, leave now before the withdrawal hits you out on the trail. No psycho for miles.
Fine. You win, asshole. Enjoy leading the expedition into a fucking ambush. Hope you all die.
Well, weenie.
Looking to join this caravan, huh? Look to me like you can handle yourself.
What are you doing here?
Earning my keep. Jed hired me on as a caravan guard for this expedition of his. The work suits me. I've tried staying put in one place, but it never works out. Grew up in New Reno, and I couldn't put that snake pit behind me fast enough. Then I wound up wasting the prime of my life playing sheriff in Caliente. Little town north on the 93. Talk about a pain in the ass. You ask me, best to keep moving. At least the scenery changes.
What was it like growing up in New Reno?
Imagine New Vegas if there was no Mr. House-type fella keeping the peace. Then give everybody a gun and a jet addiction. Town's run by a bunch of crime families. No law to speak of. Make trouble and you wind up buried in Golgotha outside town. The scuzz factor's off the charts. Non-stop whoring and drugs. Couldn't walk down the street without getting asked to star in a porn movie. So I got my ass out of there while I still owned it. Guess I figured the answer to every problem was rule of law. Naive, huh?
Tell me about Caliente or whatever.
Place lived up to its name, that's for sure. When you got fresh water and a trickle of geothermic power, always be some gang of assholes wants to kill you for it. Spent more years and took more bullets than I care to admit protecting that hellhole from dangers within and without. If it wasn't the 80s or the white legs raiding, it was someone from town drunk off his ass trying to win an argument with a shotgun. Got tired of shooting the folks I was supposed to protect. So, now I do this.
Were the 80s gang a gang or a tribe?
What's the difference? Raiders is raiders. Bunch of them swept into town and dragged off 2 working girls. Deputies and me gave pursuit, straight into 80s territory. By the time we caught up with the girls, there wasn't much left of them, so we turned for home. Made it back to Caliente without further losses, but we was watched the whole way. Never seen so few people cover so much land. Goddamn creepy. If the 80s had wanted to kill us, we would have been dead. Guess they figured we weren't worth the trouble.
What do you know about the White Legs?
Used to be they raided northeast of Caliente time to time. But then the Desert Rangers fell apart 10 years ago, absorbed into the NCR. Soon enough, the White Legs were swarming all over that stretch of I-15. Folks learned not to head north if they wanted to keep their scalps. Eventually, the White Legs destroyed the bridges across the Virgin River over in Arizona. End of discussion.
Wait, there's one thing I need to do.
Been doing a lot of good work out there, setting an example for the others. I know Ranger Jackson appreciates it.
Let's see, that's a pretty hefty price. I think I can use a weapons repair kit for that. We'll repair this though. There we go, I can finally cosplay as a scientist again. Have a weapons repair kit on hand. I do. Oh, fuck.
Howdy, friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Yeah, you look the type. Damn good thing you came along, too. We had another prospect with a pit boy, but he done skedaddled. Something must have spooked the boy. Wait a minute, I recognize you. Yeah, you're Alice McLafferty's rising star, ain't you? You sure you want to be here? McLafferty's non-competes are pretty rigid.
Tell me more about the job.
The job is simple. Help us get this caravan into Zion and find New Canaan. The pay is 25 caps per day. Half up front, half on return. You'll get a bonus if we make it into Zion, plus another bonus if we reach New Canaan. Oh, one more thing. Don't mention the name Joshua Graham to anyone. Anyone.
Who's Joshua Graham and why shouldn't I talk about him?
Just don't. It makes the new Canaanites powerful uncomfortable, and it scares the britches off the tribals. Don't talk about the burn man either while you're at it. Trust me on this one. It's for your own good.
Tell me about the Happy Trails Caravan Company.
We're a smaller company out of Sacktown, up in the northern part of the NCR. We run some business through New Reno. They're on the Little Loop. Had a nice run to Salt Lake City, too, but then we lost contact with New Canaan, and that went all to hell.
Sounds like Happy Trails isn't in the best of financial shapes.
You ain't wrong. Losing the Salt Lake City run really stung us. If we can't re-establish contact with this run, we'll be in real trouble.
Why can't you get to Salt Lake City?
Without New Canaan's mission in Zion, the only ways to Salt Lake City are down the old I-80, or up through Ogden. The highway's too risky. NCR's rangers are so busy here in the Mojave, they don't have the manpower to keep the raiders off. Ogden's just too far. We'd lose more in travel expenses than we'd ever earn.
What can you tell me about New Canaan?
Don't know much about the place, but I can tell you about the people. The new Canaanites were some kind of religious group from before the war. They control the old city of Ogden, a ways north of Zion, and they got themselves a nice defensible mission in the canyon itself. Or they did. They trade a fair bit with the tribes in Zion. Well, the ones that don't try to kill them anyways.
Do you know anything about their religion?
I ain't a praying man myself. They paid for their goods and dealt square with us. That's all I ever cared about. But don't think that just because they're religious, that they're pacifists. They take care of their own, and they're damn fine marksmen, too.
You don't know what happened to their mission?
Nope. Hence this caravan. If we don't make contact with the new Canaanites, Happy Trails might as well just shrivel up and die.
I understand this caravan is headed to Zion. What can you tell me about the area?
Well, I ain't never been inside myself. Did some trading with the new Canaanites from their mission there, but that was all on the outskirts. All the old ways in and out were destroyed after the war, but we got ourselves the location of a pass the new Canaanites use. That's our way in. That's why I wanted someone with a pip-boy on the caravan. The map will be helpful for checking the topography, keeping us on the trail.
I haven't been through Utah recently. What's the situation like?
Well, it ain't good, I'll tell you that. It's not like the Mojave or the NCR. Hell, even Arizona under Caesar is safer. You got raiders all over the damn place. Tribes of degenerates that'll eat you as soon as look at you. Regional warlords, the works. Not too many decent places to stop and trade. New Canaan's one of the only ones left I know about.
Tell me about the raiders.
They're about what you'd expect. Crazy, jacked up on chems, violent as hell, and not too bright. The worst of the 80s, but we won't be passing through their turf on this run.
Degenerate tribes?
That's right. The folks that lived in Zion before the war, they didn't just get a little savage. They're downright feral. Most of them don't even speak English anymore. You got to get yourself a new Canaanite translator to talk to them. The ones you really gotta watch out for are the Whitelegs from the Great Salt Lake. They'll attack just about anyone that ain't one of theirs.
Warlords? How dangerous are they?
Dangerous enough we won't be going near them if we can help it. I got no desire for my head to decorate some little gas station fort's walls, thanks.
Alright, let's head out.
I bet you are. But you ain't going nowhere loaded down like a pack Brahmin.
Why the weight limit?
You ain't never been to Zion, have you? We'll be passing through a whole mess of narrow slot canyons and high rough passes. A big pack will get you wedged in like a super mutant crawling through a storm drain. And too much weight will kill you in the thin air.
Alright, so we have to weigh 100 pounds or less. Just carrying along a billion freaking doctor's bags. Alright, what about you?
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles, I hear it ain't sealed up no more.
Hey there.
Alright, guess that's a total sum of it.
Are you here to jar at me a while longer? Or are we ready to get this show on the road? Wait a minute, I reckon you...
Let's head out.
Are you now? You know we ain't coming back this way for a good long while now, right? And you know about the weight limit. I don't want no whining about old Mr. Masterson. I left my one-of-a-kind plasma cannon back at base. Can we go back for it? You sure you're ready now?
Sounds like he's speaking from experience. I've been thinking, I think Utah is the only southwest state that I haven't been in. Like, I live in Arizona, I've been to California, New Mexico, Colorado, Nevada, but not Utah. So I guess, you know, first time for everything, right? Let's go.
Well, all right then. Let's get moving. We got a long road ahead of us. The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace Legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace Legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace Legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home.
and get the achievement when we arrive,
All right,
when we
people.
remembered Zion.
Been a long couple of weeks, but here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired. But I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella, I heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The new Canaanites will know a way. And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares if we can't get back out the way we come? That's not a problem.
You know, kind of funny, the cards for Dead Money looked a lot more professionally done than the ones...
Hold on now.
Oh.
God damn it, ambush! Cover people! Watch yourselves!
You know, maybe put a little effort into this? No? Ow! Hey, quit that! Grenade launcher? Might as well grab some leather armor. Oh, weird. How stupid of me to switch away from the sniper rifle. Where is this coming from? Here? There you go. Take care of that problem right quick, right? Oh, who's out there? You? Can you stand still so I can shoot you? Ow. Yeah, practice my sniper more. There we go. Oh, look at that. Let's see, I think I already searched you. Oh, geez, you're dead too? Don't worry, I'll hold on to these caps for you. And got some duffel bag stuff. Might as well grab that. Have a camera, but I already have one. Microfusion cell, super stimp. Oh, can also grab the 308 case, though it doesn't really help me out too much. Anti-venom, bit of drink. If only Boone was here. Probably is a way to jank hop your way up that. But I don't know what is. Right, shotgun. Alright. Any more hanging around out here? Guess not. I should use a stim pack though. Nice thing about this start though is it gives you a lot of supplies that you would have had to forfeited in order to actually go on this quest. Get some weapons, you get some health items. Even if you go with nothing, the dead caravanners would be able to supply you with clothes, weapons, and health items. There's two over here. Where'd the other one go? Did you fall down? Yeah, it's probably him. So, bit of a change in scenery. Not as red as Red Rock Canyon, and there's like a ton of geology just absolutely everywhere.
Hoy, what you doing? There's still whitelegs back there. Wait, you came from outside, didn't you? From the civilized lands. Wow. Joshua will want to hear about this.
Who is Joshua?
Joshua Graham. He leads our tribe. Thanks to him, the dead horses are strong and safe from our enemies. He'll want to talk to anyone coming up from Southways. Guess that means just you now. Come, I can take you to him.
Alright.
Good sists. We head east then. Joshua is at our tribe's camp in the Eastern Virgin.
Followers Chuck has given you a well-stacked, I don't know how to say that. Well, Followers Chalk is in your party. Reaching any summit in Zion Valley, such as ranger stations, will reveal all nearby map markers and inspire a heightened sense of awareness. +3 perception for 3 minutes.
What can I tell you?
Tell me a little about this area. Any interesting wildlife?
Mostly it's the mountain bighorners. Whole herd of them up on the cliffs there. Usually they're not too aggressive, but lately, whew. My guess is one of the calves got lost somewhere along the way. Bighorners are communal. One missing calf, and the whole herd gets ornery. If that calf doesn't turn up soon, they might very well come down into the valley and attack the camp.
Maybe I can help with that.
Yeah? Hey, thanks. Most of the hunters don't listen when I tell them the problem. Just one thing. Try not to kill any bighorners if you can, yeah? You'll drive the herd off and we'll have to range farther on our hunts.
What would you suggest I do instead?
You might try luring the baby out with some banana yucca. These bighorners go crazy for the stuff.
I did not even intend to grab the right fruit, and yet I did. Alright, I'll look into it.
That's great. I'll help any way I can. What can I tell you?
Who were those tribals who attacked me?
Whitelegs. Nasty bunch. They've been raiding deeper into Zion ever since New Canaan was wiped out.
Wait, New Canaan was wiped out? How?
That's what Joshua said. Whitelegs came down from Great Salt Lake in force. Fell on New Canaan before they could mount a defense. Joshua found some of the survivors led by a man named Daniel. Most of them have fled the valley. But Daniel stayed on with the Sorrows tribe. He and Joshua have been arguing over whether to stand and fight the Whitelegs, or take the Sorrows and the dead horses out of the valley.
Where do they come from?
That's the weird part. Normally the Whitelegs keep to the Great Salt Lake. I don't know what brought them down this far south.
Why are you called Follows Chalk?
Our advanced scouts leave chalk signs to mark places rich with game. I'm not a full scout yet, so I follow the marks and guide the hunters.
What are all those tattoos?
Dead horses mark ourselves to commemorate our hunts. When a hunter takes a great beast, or when a youth goes on his first hunt, he gets a tattoo.
What about your tribe? Tell me about them.
We came up in the land of the dead horse. Though why the back when folks called it that, I got no hint. We raided. We fought. We lost. Our enemies drove us back into Zion, and we would have died if it hadn't been for Joshua. Joshua and his Caesar.
So I do like the fact that they are calling him Kaiser rather than Caesar. Wait, what about Kaiser?
When Joshua first came to us, he was servant to a man he called Caesar. He led his master's armies, and we were ready to follow him into war. Then he lost his master's army to a tribe called NCR, the Sunset People. When he returned, he was as you saw him, burned, broken, but changed. He led us away from Caesar, led us to our own destiny in Zion.
Alright, so game probably didn't anticipate me asking this before meeting Joshua. Seems like a bad move on Kaiser's part to kill his highest ranking member, or at least try to. Like, sure, punish him when he messes up, but, maybe keep him around as a valuable asset. What'd Joshua do for you?
If it wasn't for Joshua, the dead horses would still be the whipping boys of the Zion Valley. He taught us how to hold our territory, to protect ourselves. He guided us away from Caesar, and showed us how Caesar would have destroyed us.
What do you know about the new Canaanites?
Little bit. I met some of their missionaries a few times, but I've never been to their city. Joshua could tell you more. Or Daniel, I imagine.
What's with all the shell casings in your club?
We decorate our clubs with them to honor Joshua Graham. They were the weapons of his old tribe, so now they are ours. Can't say they seem that dangerous to me, but Joshua says they won the West.
So these guys don't really have an idea about guns, it seems. I just noticed now he's wearing a baseball cap with some feathers in it. And looks like his, he has a... behind his head is a magazine. Do you remember anything about Joshua from before he became your leader?
Only a little. I was very young. He was different. Prouder, yes, but harder, crueler, more driven. Really, I was terrified of him. We all were. When he came back, I almost didn't believe he was the same man. He was humbler. He wanted to protect, not destroy.
So based on his tattoos, he killed some lizards and some bighorners. Why is it so important that we fight the White Legs? I ask, even though they massacred my caravan.
Well, because they're our enemies. What else would we do? They take our land, they kill our scouts, they poach our hunting grounds.
Tell me more about Joshua Graham.
He's been the chief of our tribe since he came back to the valley. He went off to the civilized world years ago to fight a war. That didn't go well.
The only recent war I know of is when Kaiser's Legion attacked Hoover Dam. Is that where he fought?
I don't know. He doesn't talk about it much. Maybe. But how can two civilized tribes fight over something as small as a dam?
Seems kind of odd that I would be asking that, even though it was explained to me by the caravan guide or leader. Small, have you ever seen Hoover Dam? It's bigger than some of these mountains.
Really? That's... my gods. Must be some mighty civilized folks who built that.
Alright. Let's see, he has some more tattoos down there of lizards. Should try killing something that isn't a reptile every so often. It's another banana yucca fruit. Might as well grab it since we're gonna be doing that bighorner mission. There's one up there too.
Hold up. See that log over there? Take a closer look. There might be some good stuff tucked in there.
I don't see any logs. Maybe it's up here. Oh. This one? Am I just a dumbass? Yep. Alright, broski, let's get a good view of this area. So up there, got a downed plane, got a radio tower, got some trees, and it's like a sign.
We follow this path for a while. Nice view of the river. Eh.
Yeah, it's a pretty good view, mate.
Please, don't move this. Right. Whew. That was some kind of lucky. Guess that one was all full of gecko, eh? Don't get used to it, though. Yaoguai are plenty mean as a rule.
Just draw an anti-Yaoguai circle around you. I mean, if it worked in SpongeBob, it should work in Fallout.
Keep headed north, around this rock pile.
It's a Xander route. Not really much to commentate on at this point in time. Just meandering around, seeing what we can find, keeping an eye out for logs and looking at the...
Follow the old road south. Nearly there.
Little chalk cart there. We'll go there eventually, but I wanna see what's up with this bridge here. Looks like you got a lot of chalk art over there. And somebody was busy drawing all that.
Hold up. You're getting all turned around. Check your map and backtrack a little.
Got a wrench. Guy was an engineer. At the moment I'm just trying to discover a few locations for fast travel purposes. Is anything over here? How's that? That's Oh, there's an enemy up there. Let's go to his tribe area. Then I can, explore around and be able to fast travel if I land in the water. Looks like these guys are having a Slender Man problem. Just a random hollowed out rock. Alright. What's over here? Oh, bighorners. And Yao guy. Huh? Ow. Who did that? Was it you? I actually don't know. Here's a hollowed out log though with some ant meat, which doesn't really help me out. There's another hollowed out log. And I can get back up if I need to. And just some crispy squirrel bits. Don't worry, Pally, I brought along some real food. Gotta make a new save before doing something stupid. I tried to jump. Oh, it won't let me. You must be so confused. The guy just walks right off the cliff and dies. But I do realize I'm not wearing anything, or at least anything proper. Put on our scientist outfit to show these tribals the power of civilization science. Even though it's completely filthy. Oh. Yeah, you're welcome. This is actually heading back to that area. Took me in a circle, bro. Don't worry, Stella.
Feels good to be
Give
doing
you the
some
good
actual
view.
Scouting, not just following.
Oh, I'm a fucking dumbass. This is taking me back to New Vegas. Let's do this one.
You see the dead sentries? Shamans say our enemies' souls are trapped in them. But Joshua says it shows we're serious about fighting Whitelegs. And sorrows mark them on taboo places. places from back when. Good thing for you, I don't buy into that stuff.
Have some Radaway and Stimpaks in here. Got some ammunition. Got a park ranger hat. I mean, you're willingly throwing away the opportunity for some good loot. Though I guess that is a reasonable explanation as to why that loot is still there after all this time.
These paintings show the dead horse's victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua came to us.
Some broken pottery. Cow skull.
Nearly there now. Watch out for traps in the water. Got to keep the white legs out somehow, eh?
Oh, come on. Do not want to put up with bear traps. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. They need these. Very green area. Splish, splash, we're having a blast. Rock cave. Might go there later.
Here we are. Joshua's just ahead there, in the Angel Cave.
Wait, weren't you just saying we weren't heading toward this area? Or was that heading when we were going to the dead end? Either way. Let's go solve your bighorner problem. I think I've talked to enough NPCs for this episode. I need to find the lost one.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
Alright, let's save here. Don't worry, we're just looking for your buddy.
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from.
Oh, it's things from the vaults. How did it end up in Zion? Don't exactly remember. But we'll probably get the answer in like a terminal. Yeah, I'm staying hidden because I don't want to piss off the bighorners. Should be almost there though. Yeah, there he is. You have found a lost mountain bighorner calf. It looks hungry. Feed it banana yucca fruit? Sure, have at it. Come on, little guy. What a nifty little mission, huh? Let's see here. Is that his mother right there? This mountain bighorner calf is scared. Feed it banana yucca fruit. Come on, little guy. There we go. Yeah, I'll grab some more here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down there, big boy. Not here.
Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway? They jangle like crazy.
Oh, he's probably scared here. Come on, little guy, we're almost there. You have to get close to it. There you go. I'm gonna save here. So I'm not exactly sure how well we'll be able to do this. We're returning it. Oh, that's its mother. There you go, little guy.
What can I tell you?
Well, I returned the calf to its mother and didn't even kill any of the bighorners.
Whew, glad to hear it. That'll be some happy mama, huh? Thank you. Really, it means a lot to me.
And you get some weapons, apparently. Let's raise sneak to 60. And guns to 50. And put explosives. I think I can stay down. Let's raise this to 70. Rad absorption. Do we really not discover the tribal area? Alright, we'll head down there and discover those areas, and then I think we'll call it an episode. There's a lot of verticality in this DLC, probably the most verticality in the entire game. But it's also a place that really highlights the need for a sprint option. Oh, and over this way. Have some fishes. And you get the achievement, master... Oh, it's not achievement, you get inherently master the Mojave. It's when you discover a certain amount of locations. Some stalkers, a warrior. Can't make anything. What are you cooking here?
Feels good to be doing some actual scouting, not just following.
I mean, kind of are just following. Warrior, warrior. Not allowed to open these. Well, I can open them, I just can't take anything from them. They don't mind me snooping around and getting a peek. Got to Zion, we got a friend along the way, and we helped some bighorners. You know, what kind of episode wouldn't want to end on such a high note? So I hope you enjoyed the video, that it gave you something to think about, and good grief, do these people really sit on cinder blocks? Either they have asses of steel, or they're just particularly stupid and will have some major medical repercussions down the line.